This is a 49ers Tsunami update. We'll talk Brock Purdy, we'll talk Kyle Shanahan, first down efficiency, how the 49ers can set the table for 2025. But first, I can tell you about the time just a few minutes ago that I was in the San Francisco Bay. Somebody here on the shore said an earthquake of over 7, maybe 7.5 on the Richter scale has hit off the coast of Eureka, and a tsunami might hit the Bay Area by 12:10 p.m. Everybody moved to higher ground. So I did move to higher ground, but I've now ventured back because 12:10 p.m. has come and passed, and hopefully we're safe here in San Francisco. There may still be some surge out at Ocean Beach, but water remains calm here at Aquatic Park in the Bay. Anyway, Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan. Yesterday, I gave the very simple truth. Purdy has only dropped to number 7 QBR this year, number 5 in adjusted EPA. Any sophisticated stat that you look at, this guy is still a top 5 to 7 performer in the league. So we have a demonstrated ceiling for Brock Purdy. It's number 1 in the NFL. Last year and in 2022, combined the sample for both, he was the most efficient quarterback in football in conjunction with Kyle Shanahan and what the 49ers were doing. And a lot of people said, well, he's got the Avengers. He's got Kyle Shanahan. Well, guess what? This year, Brock Purdy doesn't have the Avengers. Guys are getting hurt left and right. And he doesn't have the best version of Kyle Shanahan. We have data to demonstrate that. And he still is ranked either number 5 in adjusted EPA or number 7 in QBR. So we have now seen a demonstrated performance floor. The ceiling at number 1, the floor at number 7. Some of these people who are clueless about the situation make it sound like Brock Purdy has dropped into the 20s. He hasn't. And there's even the argument to be made that he's done some more impressive stuff this year, given the fact that the situation has been more difficult for the 49ers. When you talk about the scrambling, the necessity to throw deep to pick up yardage. But put that aside. If you just want to look at this in general fashion, all Purdy had to do this season was continue to show that he could be the centerpiece of the 49ers and a very effective one at that. And every single piece of data, from the tape to the analytics, the numbers that we look at to take our biases out of the equation, have indicated that he has indeed been that guy for the 49ers. Speaking of a top performer, Les Sandwich, Elias at Les Sandwich, number 6 is a top performer. Order the number 6. That's what I had today. We'll call it a lunch with Lombardi on top of the Tsunami update. I needed the protein after getting out of the cold water here in the San Francisco Bay. It was awesome. These might be the most gourmet sandwiches, and Elias is a big 49ers fan. So go check him out in North Beach, not far from Washington Square on Columbus. Anyway, some 49ers data here for you to illustrate some of my points. First downs. Last night I talked all about the easy button and the fact that Kyle Shanahan and the entire Shanahan tree really has not called nearly as many screen passes, easy passes this year. So Brock Purdy actually entering the Buffalo game and throwing the fewest screens in the NFL. He was up near the top at number 6 last year. So the job description for Brock Purdy had gotten more difficult. But another way that we can see a play caller's effectiveness is by measuring how a team does on first downs, because first down is the game plan down. By that, I mean, you're not going to see all too many surprises on first down. Defensive coordinators are going to save their more exotic stuff for later in the progression, typically 3rd and 4th downs, right? So you want to set the table and make the 3rd downs and potentially even the 4th downs easier by being efficient on first down. And doing that by countering what you see on tape and what you're probably going to see most of the time in the game with good first down performance. The 49ers last year were the number 1 first down efficiency team in the league. Beyond that, they were the number 1 rushing efficiency team on first down in the league. That has dropped to number 10 this season. With Brock Purdy in 2022, when he first took over, 49ers were top 3. I think number 2 total efficiency, number 5 in rushing efficiency. There definitely was an impact that was gleaned from Christian McCaffrey when they added him in the 2022 season. The 49ers were a very bad first down rushing team before McCaffrey in those few weeks at number 25 and then up to the top 5 with McCaffrey. But in general, the 49ers offense has gone as its first down offense has gone. And the first down offense this season, due to both personnel shortages and I think that the fact that Kyle Shanahan just has not been his old self. I think that, again, the entire coaching tree is in this chess match, and they've got to make a counter move right now because the efficiency and the play caller ratings haven't been as good. The 49ers just have not produced the way that they've needed to on first down, and that has made the job much, much harder for everybody, especially Brock Purdy, on second and third downs. But every single isolated stat that we look at of Brock Purdy indicates that this is a very similar guy, if not a better player, because of the scrambling that he's added. But that goes back to last season. That goes back to the Packers game in the playoffs and the NFC Championship game against Detroit. Anyway, when you look at down efficiency, remember that the 49ers run on first down, if Kyle Shanahan has his way, if things are running the way that he wants them to, more than any other team in the league. Maybe there might be one team every year that runs a little bit more on first down than the 49ers, but in general, their first down run rate has been significantly higher than the rest of football. And Kyle Shanahan uses the run as the structural support for the rest of the offense. So whatever the 49ers are able to develop efficiency-wise from the run on first down is then used, and not just efficiency-wise, schematically too, that's used as a basis for what they run on later downs. They run play-action pass, which has also been down this year for the 49ers, but they run play-action pass off of that. They run a whole bunch of other aerial concepts off of the running concepts on first down. Sometimes defenses stack the box. The 49ers have to pass to set up the run, but ultimately the run game is at the center of what the 49ers do. And if their game plan runs are not as efficient as they were in the past, and we saw this problem in 2022 because they didn't have the running backs to execute what they needed to do, and then Christian McCaffrey came in and fixed that. This season, obviously, they haven't had McCaffrey, and they've had other injuries at that position, and I think that teams in general, even the Deebo Samuel thing is not working this year, I think teams in general are more ready for it. So if the 49ers are unable to execute those game plan schemed runs, the rest of the offense is going to face a much tougher uphill battle. So it's just another part of the data set that shows us that things have just gotten harder, much, much harder for Purdy and company. And any offense is going to be reliant on quarterback, play caller, and talent to generate results. And the 49ers just have not been as good in the play caller department and in the talent department this year to reasonably expect the QB to remain at number one. I mean, we saw historically good offense last year that was compared to the greatest show on turf from Brock Purdy and company. Historically good quarterback year. He was up there with the best seasons of Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers in adjusted net yards per attempt. Obviously, that's dipped, but football is a team sport, and it is very, very important to look at the different variables surrounding him to see how the 49ers might be able to fix this. And first down run efficiency, it's got to come back. It's got to be back up in the top 5 for the 49ers to execute the offense the way that they want it to. And I think it's going to take some good self-evaluation from Kyle Shanahan, not only over the offseason, but starting right now, so the 49ers can get back into position to be as dominant as they were in the past. All right, 49ers tsunami warning. Here we are, San Francisco, still intact along the coastline. Dolphin Club, that's the pier. There's the old Eureka, a couple nice boats, and of course the Golden Gate in the background. Stay safe out there. Watch it. If there's a tsunami, make sure you know how to swim, but it's probably better to get to high ground.